There's a clock ticking in your head right now. It's not your own. It's the fake ones you see on every scroll of social media. And it's pressuring you to believe that you're already behind. If you're between 18 and 28, then here is the truth. That false clock is destroying the one asset, the one thing that you have that no millionaire can buy. And that is your pre-Saturn return time. The overnight success is not a lie for a few people, right? There are some people who post to Instagram and they have 1 million followers in a few months. There are some people who are ready for Harvard at 12. But for the 98% of us, our own path is unique, and we all have our own clocks. And the pressure to conform to their single generic time frame, to their randomly created, accelerated timeline, it's the most damaging myth of your 20s. The real work before your own Saturn return is to embrace your own rhythm. This isn't about building brick by arduous brick. It's about becoming ruthlessly efficient and economical with your energy. Saturn, the great cosmic teacher, rewards mastery. The kind of mastery that's born from alignment. That means eliminating the waste. You do this by discovering what uniquely works for you. Not what's working for the group, but for you. It's about learning to use the tools of the successful without letting those things override your own true nature and your own intuitive capabilities. So how do you discover that unique, non-draining path? You have to unlock your true nature. It's the only true economical approach. It's the only approach that's going to work for you as an individual. And here I am as an astrologer saying you don't even need an astrological chart to begin, although you should get one. You just need to pay attention to your own desires. First, look at what you want to achieve. The outcome. See it clearly. That outcome dictates what you must build. Second, your own personal nature is going to inform how you build those. Now this is where you must honor what feels good versus what feels draining. Society might tell you that to build web apps, you need a 4-year computer science degree. But if that path feels agonizing, and your path is to grab 20 books and to code this thing in 3 months, then that's your path. For those capable of it, self-education removes the time restraints that are always present on skill building. And it actually helps you to win so much faster. Remember, people pay for the value that you provide. You become more valuable by being more skillful. The quickest way to be worth more is to learn to build those skills in a way that does not feel draining to you, but in a way that actually energizes you. Now, once you start building skills, or if you're struggling to build those skills that are in alignment with your true nature, then you enter a new phase of the journey, which is environmental warfare. The real grind isn't just doing the work. It's protecting your energy from the 4 fronts that will try to reclaim it. First is familial pressure. Parental and family pressure. They expect you to succeed on their timeline, often pushing you down a path that honors their dreams, not your own. You might even find success within their framework, only to realize that it feels completely empty because that victory isn't truly yours. Second is pressure from your social circle. Friends and community, they can judge your intuitive choices and try to keep you on their level. They'll ask you to waste your virtues on their projects or their trivia in the name of friendship, draining the energy that you need to build your own future, to build your own vision. Third is pressure from authority figures, universities, experts, and online gurus who have their own way. And of course, their knowledge can be valuable, but it can also be a cage, forcing you to spend 4 years gaining skills that you could have gained in a few months from just a few books and maybe some online resources, and then an application of those skills towards your own end, which would have solidified them for you. They often discount methods that are not tried and true, forgetting that your unique gift might be to invent in a way that no one has ever invented before. And finally, and most insidiously, is the toxic individuals. Once you develop valuable skills, People who refuse to do the work will notice that. They'll feign support, all while they siphon your energy and apply your skills toward their future, one in which you have no share. Don't trust what people say. Trust what they produce. You need to put deadlines on collaboration. This way they can't gaslight you with all sorts of projects that never materialize. And if any of these environments are limiting you, you must create distance. If it's family, find a private space to work on your goals, and then use your skills to generate income that you may need to leave the situation. If it's a social circle, then I would reduce contact. Don't worry about them, because they are not worried about you. You must remember this, that a healthy tree cannot grow in sick soil. The only way to overcome a toxic environment is to get out. So we've mapped the battlefield, but this brings us to the core conflict, the single choice that defines the entire decade. And it's this: you want to win. You want to overcome the oppressive forces in your life, but you don't want to cut ties with the people who are doing the oppressing. You want to create your dreams, but you're seeking approval from those who can't imagine them. Never mind believe them. This is the impossible paradox most people between 18 and 28 are trying to live. The real work, the most difficult skill you will learn in your 20s is to risk disapproval, to trade their approval for your own approval, to fully approve of your own vision and your own values and your choice to go after those. Now, here's a tool that I use with my clients, which is that you need to invert the approval process. Stop asking yourself if they approve of you. Start asking yourself quietly and honestly if you approve of them. Do you approve of your parents' choices? Do you approve of your friends' values? This technique flips the entire dynamic. It is how you take your power back. It's the choice to finally be on your own side. And it is the only choice that unlocks what comes next. When you finally make that choice, when you approve of yourself and your own vision, you will reclaim your greatest asset, time. You stop letting others dictate the pace of your life or tell you what season you should be in right now. That frantic pressure to win in the next 3 to 6 months evaporates. Instead, you commit to your desired outcome for the next 8 to 10 years. You do this all the way to your Saturn return. This is your true unfair advantage. Suddenly, you no longer have a series of disjointed seasons. You have one cohesive block of marble and an entire decade to carve your masterpiece. This deep commitment forges your identity. You become that which you're devoted to. Every skill you add is another layer. Every season, another deliberate chisel mark. And the result, you avoid the great tragedy of creating a life that others demanded of you. You'll build authentic relationships because you never had to compromise your soul to keep them. You'll have more fulfilling experience, and people will finally respect your value because you demonstrated it. You earned it, and you refuse to let it be abused.